when the Morogoro, we took all part in the preparations for the Morogoro conference. And we in Lilanda there, so used to come every day. All the items that were being raised at the conference were raised there, and we had to discuss them and give our opinions, our views, whether it's a structure, a new structure for the organization, how it's going to be structured and all that, to make it more suitable for conducting the revolution, you see. You must remember how it was then. It was, you had the secretariat, which consisted of Oliver Tambo, was the deputy president. He became the acting president after Chief Luthuli's death. And he was the treasurer, Moses Kotani, and the secretary general, Dumiso. And the three of them were introduced to us when we came there as a secretary, But as I was explaining to you about this, as we were preparing, they used to come, and we used to engage in lively debate and conversation in preparation for the conference in 1969. So we joined them there at the conference, you see. And Joe came under attack there at the conference, especially from Archie Beko. And Joe then put up a very stiff, a very good reply, And but Oliver explained about this Polilo thing. He said, he himself wasn't keen that people should go in numbers as they did. He had gone, I think, abroad for some purpose. Because Oliver never really traveled that much. He spent almost all his time there in Zambia. Because I was there, he spent all the time preparing. It's rare that he even went back to Lusaka, and not back to Morogoro, because that was before the official headquarters became in Lusaka. Okay, he spent, just like Joe, they spent almost all the time with the leader. Tom Nkomo was there, Even Joe Matthews came there, like permanent picture. Tumo also came permanent picture there, So, if not, by and large, it became the headquarters now of the ANC. Lusaka, though, it wasn't quite designated officially yet. But when we went to Morogoro, there, as I was telling you about Joe, gave just as good as he got. But Paulo explained about this Polilo thing. He said, look, these people, when he asked them, why did you send all these guys? They had drawn up a statement to him, which was signed by everyone on the headquarters committee, or the high command, And they submitted it. He said it wasn't Joe's decision. It wasn't two people, it was a whole headquarters who decided, who persuaded that we must send these guys there. And it was a collective decision by the whole high command or headquarters. And Ola wasn't there because he asked for the explanation why he did do this. And this was said there at the Morogoro conference. You see? And Joe, Oliver defended Joe. He said, look, Joe had to take a lot of the blame. Take a lot of the blame, but he's very loyal. He's been very exceptionally loyal to him. You see? And this stuck with me, because I know, you see. And even with conversations I had with Joe, you see, because you could see he was loyal, to the organization. And Oliver made this point to us, you see. Of course, this was, and I'm saying this because he asked me about Joe. And I'm not telling you what Because people thought sometimes that Joe was appointed because he was Kotani's nephew or something like that. No, it's not that, you see. It's not a question. They took competent, capable people in positions there. Oliver, was like a real non-racialist, non-racist. He would take you, whatever you are. If you show capability, competence, he will take you and do a job, you see. And that was, because they got a very good report about Joe. Even, as I was telling you about Benny later telling me this, the good report that the suburbs wrote about Joe, you see. And it's true for me, Joe was, he was an excellent commander, Can take his orders quite well. That's what's name. He can take his orders quite well, just as he can give orders. He must be able to take orders also quite well. You see? And that was one of the things, a hallmark of his,